pre-market highs. So we're trending below that 200, right? Look back here. Look what happened. Rejected off the 200 and then massive drop. So we're rejecting off the 200. So that's a pretty bearish sign, and that's on the 15-minute. Also, if you look on the hourly chart, we've just been trending lower, right? We had this high, then we had a lower high, then we had a lower high, then we took out this internal and dropping again. So overall, it's been going down lower and lower. Plus, we are pretty far below that 200 on the hourly chart. There is that gap that still needs to get filled, right? All right. Go ahead and mark out the top. All right, I want price to kind of come down here and take out the lows. If you look on the 15-minute chart, we got lows down here at about the 657 level. So seeing if price could really pop back down there, take out those lows. Then we have on the hourly chart, we're also pretty bullish, pulling back into an imbalance. It's been filled already, but all right, we got let me go back to the 5-minute chart, mark out that last 5-minute, the low that's gonna get set. All right, there's that low. And let's see if we take out. We take out those lows. Yep, there it goes. All right, we just took out the lows, so it's a place where buyers could start stepping back in, possibly. Or if it starts displacing, if it starts really displacing, then it becomes interesting for a possible short opportunity. We'll see. Is the message going to be in an uptrend or downtrend today, do you think, and why? Honestly, I don't know. I just wait for price to react. I'm more biased to the upside right now. We've been trending above the view op. We're in pretty bullish market structure right now. Unless the market starts to shift to the downside, as long as we hold this view op area right here where we're starting to bounce off it, as long as we hold that, I mean, structure's pretty looking juicy to the upside. But if this thing keeps going lower and starts displacing lower, well then my bias is going to shift to the downside. There's a lot of structure pointing to the upside in a sense of it's above view op and we're coming into an area where we could bounce here. If you notice, if you look to the left here, right, all this previous resistance now turns into support. So you look where we are now, we're kind of sweeping a low, tapping into all this support level down here. So if it breaks that support level and goes lower, then we'll go from there. But right now, we are still holding view op, so there's no reason to really, unless we start breaking view op and going lower. See, then we have broken the 5-minute range to the downside, so that's the first sign that we'll see though. I'll be patient. Maybe some structure will get put in here. Would be nice for a scalp. Do we have any news today? Let's see, news-wise. Forex Factory. Alright, we got 10 a.m. news. Nice. So 10 a.m. gotta watch out for that news coming out. We could get some chop here, so you gotta be careful with that too. Here we are trying to bounce off a view op. Buyers coming in off a view op. We'll see what they can do. Again, we got news at 10 a.m., so be careful. I mean, this is an area, right, where we knew. What the hell? How is somebody just joined with my... It just says that I joined. Some freaking scammer just joined? Yeah, we're getting a lot of... Seeing what happens here. This is a very choppy area, so you got to be careful. Plus, news is going to come out at 10 o'clock, so we could get a lot of chop here. You got to be careful. Got a lot of sellers trying to step in, but like I said, we still are above view op, so... Below or above? We got view op below. We're above. We're above the view op. So this thing could chop. I may wait till news. To be honest with you, I may wait till news, because every time I get into a trade before news, I just get stuck in chop anyways. So like the market just doesn't move, and we have red folder coming out at 10 a.m. So there is a pretty high likelihood that we could get some chop before 10 a.m. So I'm more inclined, unless we get like a amazing setup, I'm more inclined to hold. After 10 a.m. Now here, this structure forming is looking interesting if we start displacing above this structure. Now, we could, once we displace above that structure, we could be wanting to go for those highs up there, which... But we do have a bearish imbalance also to keep an eye out on. I mean, if they really start ripping it, I would be interested in a long, but I'm more on the sidelines as of now, just in case the chop happens. And they go out to take out a low. Either way, they're going to have to break that structure, which they're not doing right now. And you got to think, buyers aren't going to be as aggressive right before news, so... For me, don't matter. If this thing if this thing wants to go lower, guess what? It can go lower and we can play that direction too. No, I don't have to go long. We got room to the downside also, so. Looks like we're breaking. Holy crap. Looks like we're breaking to the downside. Oop, be careful here. So far, it's just a sweep. It's not a displacement. We broke pretty heavily, but again, buyers are stepping in pretty aggressively back in. So this is just a sweep, not a displacement. So bulls are still in control. Yeah, the usual. You got to be careful. And it's choppy. I mean, it's going to chop. I think before news, especially red folder news, we could just get a lot of chop. So that's why I'm really trying to hold off until news comes out. But yeah, this happens so often where you just get faked out. It's happened to me before. Where it takes out a low, then kind of chops around a little bit, takes out that low one more time, and then goes. And it's just like you're caught. Like, what platform? I use NinjaTrader. We are literally right at VWAP right now. Price just does not know where it wants to go. We're just stuck now. It's, you know, price is very balanced right now. No, I think the algos are kind of adjusted for the news coming out. Oh man, we still got 15 minutes left. Crap, breaking back below view op. I said, if this thing starts displacing lower, well, all right, we're shifting. We're shifting. We are shifting now. We are shifting. Ugh. I've been trading for about 3 years. It's not looking good for bulls now. All right, give me a second while I'll be back. see. Let's see. At this point, I'm looking for only a short. I'm not looking for longs anymore. Longs are out of the question now. I'm looking for a short rejection off of VWAP area. Let's see what happens here. Freaking news comes out in 9 minutes, so gotta be careful with my take profit traders, my take profit trader accounts, because I have to be flat 1 minute before, 1 minute after news for those accounts. I will be interested in still taking this for that, and I'll just go flat on my other, if anything. Nice. Of course, like always, it's gonna... Of course it's gonna come super close to my entry point and dip and drop. Come on. What are longs? It's when you buy betting it going up. You make money when it goes up. Shorts, or you make money when it goes down. Come on, man. Golly, bro. My orders are just like so perfectly placed that this happens every single freaking time. Every time. Now it's, I mean, shit, I don't even want to be in my TPT accounts. Hold on. Nope. Oh my gosh, I still didn't get filled. Are you kidding me? Bruh! What? You freaking kidding me, dude? You can't make this shit up, dude. You can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look how close this was. Look how... Why does this always happen to me? Why? Bro, look. Look how close that was to filling me. And then just immediately just took a complete dump to the downside. Would have been the perfect trade. Like, immediately into profit. Oh! What the hell, bro? There would have been my TP right there. Oh, it's a good look. I gotta give that to myself. I just had to, if my order was just like a freaking tick lower, which how am I supposed to know? You know what I need to, it's because I guess I put my order at an even number, because it hit that even number pretty much and dropped. I should have put it a little bit under, like these odd, instead of like 630, I should have put my order at 629. I don't know, I'm just trying to like, that's wild, bruh. What a perfect short. Like, that, you couldn't have gotten a better short than that. Now we wait. I mean, at this point, shit. News is coming out in 3 minutes. Hey, if this thing starts ripping, and if this thing starts displacing to the upside above this this level here, 630s, I'll be interested in a long. I will for sure be interested in a long. Who knows? We may still get a good long opportunity here. Right now, it's only short biased. But if we start displacing above that level, we would also start displacing above the view op. Which would signal... we'll see. We'll see what this news does. This news can... All right, we got what? 2 minutes left? All right. Oh my gosh, that's like, every time I look at that, it's just like, dun, 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 dun. All right, 20 seconds. See if this news does anything. I mean, it's red folder, so 15. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Blast off. Wrong direction. No. No, no. All right, take out the low one more time and blast off. We pump. I wanted to take out that low one more time, it looks like. Or not, or we go lower. We are at 10 a.m., so this is the reversal area or time frame where a lot of times we do get reversals here. So for me, We'll see. $484. All right, 484. I'm trying to do some math here. Give me a second. This thing starts displacing lower, I may be interested in, I'm going to size down just because we've sold off so much, but I still may be interested in taking a position for a small. Again, this is kind of an area you got to be careful. Why you can't change your mind if your plan is wrong? What do you mean change my mind? Do you have an orb for your strat? I pay attention to the orb, but I don't trade off of it. I just pay attention to where price is. Like what? I just know when price is inside the opening range, the 5 minute. I know it's pretty choppy while it's inside that price. Once it starts to break out of that orb, I know it starts to go to one direction. So I use it as a confluence, not as like a, you know, take trades based off the orb. I recommend literally free. What does that mean? Wondering if price wants to go for those pre-market lows. That's why I'm kind of like, I would go a little bit lower size if I take this second, because I missed the first short, right? This first short, I would have went in full size. Now, if we start breaking this, I mean, I'm still willing to take the position, just not on full size. Because we've already sold so much off that we could easily rip right back up. If this starts displacing lower, I will be interested in potentially continuation for pre-market lows. But as of now, it's not showing, you know. And we got pre-market lows at 25,000, pretty much 484. $25,484, which is so that would be what, 20? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. Jump in here. Do not copy me. And then seeing if price wants to go for those pre-market lows. I have to have my stop. I went in lighter size. I have to have my stop up here. So pretty much a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio for a continuation to pre-market lows. This thing looks like it wants to go for those pre-market lows. We kind of displaced below that low and we're holding it. We're failing to go higher. I mean, buyers could step in at any moment, but this is looking, in my opinion, looking juicy to the downside for those pre-market lows. Again, do not copy me. Can we trade the 15 second? I mean, you could trade the 15 second, but, you know, is it smart to trade the 15 second is the question. Now, I got view op kind of as my safe target. My stop is at 25,640 level. So 25,640. So my stop is above the view op. So price would need to break view op in order to stop me out, which is a pretty good spot. We'll see what happens. But buyers are failing to step in, which is a red flag. But they're trying to hold this up. Trying really hard to hold it up. Looks like they're failing to do it. Come on, sellers. Where are you? Drop it like a freaking rock. Y'all ready for this freaking plummet to hell? Just going with momentum too. I know we sold off so much, so that's why I kind of de-risked a little bit. We've sold off so much that this could pop back up. I understand that. And I'm just protecting myself just in case. Because oh, crap. This guy. Hello? Hey, how you doing? Alright. What's the holdup? Yo, what's the holdup? This is actually a good sign. The fact that we're already at 1010 and this thing is failing to go higher, it's a good sign in my opinion. It's a red flag that buyers keep failing to push it higher. Guess what's going to happen? It's going to keep dropping. Oh, now that I say that. They heard me. Bouncing off the 15 minute. Is there a 15? Yeah, there is a 15-minute gap there. That's kind of the last. Think about that's the last line of defense, right? That 15-minute imbalance right here. If you can, I don't know if you could see that. Crap. But there's an imbalance right here. That's the 15-minute. If this imbalance fails, that's the last line of defense before it goes to my TP, which is at the lows, which is at pre-market lows. So last line of defense for buyers to step in. If they fail, again, this is well, wait, what the? Why is my... Bro, why is my chart so... Is my chart blurry like that? There's no way. Why the hell is my chart so blurry? Alright, drop. 1.1. It could consolidate there though too. Yeah. I mean, I expect some consolidation because buyers and sellers are trying to battle it out here. Buyers trying to step in, and so you'll see some... Either you get typically off imbalances like that, you get a hard bounce, or you get some consolidation and they fail to bounce it, and then they go lower. 1.1 million sell-off in the last 15 minutes is wild. Yeah, that's... Welcome to the market. Crazy. Crazy times we live in. Bro, why is my chart... It looks like on TikTok my freaking chart's blurry? Why is it so blurry? Or is that just mine? Oh, alright. Never mind, it's not. Guess that was just my... Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hurry up and drop it already. This is good. The more it continues, the view op starts to curl more to the downside. So now view op is really like my defense. And we got some imbalances holding this down. We got a very bearish imbalance that has not got tapped into, so that's gonna try to keep it down too. Got a nice 500 short off the orb break and locked out. Nice. Yeah, the orb break does work. Where's that orb break? 5 minute opening range. Look at that. I was trying to catch it too. Actually, I don't know if you were here, but my order was like a tick away from my entry. This initial pull up. I was trying to catch that first short, but it just freaking was like a tick away from filling me and dropped immediately to my take profit. So now this one is like, I understand this one's a little bit lower probability because this is the second one. We've already sold off so much. But I feel like those pre-market lows are in place. We're just stuck in chop. Gives me the cleanest. Yeah. A lot of times it breaks orb. That's why I have orb. Like I don't trade off of it, but I use it as a gauge. When we break orb like that and we start displacing lower, I can look for a short when we're below orb, right? For a good continuation move. So I don't have to sit there and try to... It just gives me like extra... It gives me extra confluence. All right. All right, tapping into that imbalance, not just quite, but almost tapping into that imbalance. Maybe I should hold, we'll see. There's the rejection. Keep it pushing lower. Come on, NASDAQ. We didn't even tap into that imbalance up there. We didn't even tap into it and we sold off. Hasta la vista, baby! Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. We just need to break this low. We gotta break it. Not bounce off it. Alright, we're coming on to that 10:30 mark. They just need to give up at this point. Let's just move on with our day. Know if I should give it little room above that, like, what is that? 7-6 674 level. That 674 level would be I do still have, actually, I would be able to technically move that stop loss a little bit higher if I wanted to, just risk-wise, while I'm willing to risk per trade, but I'll leave it there. Starting to curl down. All those view op and freaking 200 is starting to curl down, so... Six, 4. Hold on, 664. Where is that? If we tap in, let me move it, my stop just above where this, whatever. All right, we're tapping into this imbalance here. Tapping into that imbalance. See if we can start rejecting off that imbalance. Let's go, Vato. Oh, God, no. Tapping into view op. Coming into that 10:30 mark. Freaking way is this gonna reverse right at the so I said it's a lower probability trade down here because we've already sold off so much. You can expect a bounce at some point, but direction is still down. So it's got to get through a lot of freaking resistances to hit my stop loss, so. And we're coming on that 10:30 mark, which we do get sell-offs at 10:30. I don't know, I feel like those lows are still, I feel like it wants those lows down there. I feel like it does. I feel like it does. Stop out all the longs that are trying to get long down here. Let's stop everyone out. Let's stop everyone out! Ah. Oh, gosh. That's why you go with momentum and direction. Oh, the longs are freaking scared right now. Everybody who tried to go long is scared. Their stop losses are about to get triggered. Stop losses are about to get triggered. That is not a good sign for the longs. Horrible sign for the longs. Oh gosh. Sorry guys. I'm sorry longs. For those who went long. I'm so sorry. Did it inverse that? It did, didn't it? No. Wait. No, not quite yet. When does this 15-minute candle close? 10:30. So 10:30, we get a new 15-minute candle at 10:30. If this candle can close and inverse that 15-minute imbalance that we have, would be a good sign if we can inverse that imbalance on the 15-minute chart, which we're very close to inversing it. We got 5 minutes till that new 15-minute candle opens up. Welcome to the Chop Fest. Welcome. Take your seats. In 4 minutes, yeah. We got 4 minutes left. So, depending on how this 15-minute candle closes, it'll be... I would love for it to inverse it, but... We'll see. Really? It's like, y'all are still freaking trying to get long? Why? Why would you be longing? Who needs to get smacked upside the head? Yeah, just do the opposite of what everyone wants to do. You'll probably be a profitable trader. Ugh. Sellers are stepping in big, but buyers are freaking pushing it back up now. What are they doing? Like, everything is screaming short. Like, who's freaking trying to long all the way? I don't get it. I don't freaking get this. I don't get it. Oh my gosh. It's chop. Why do I have to get in and get stick and chop? That first trade would have been so perfect. Straight to TP. Now the second trade is just chopping. I know I have to give it a little time, but this is just annoying at this point. Super annoying. So I want to take out the highs, that high one more time before. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Sellers did so good. Look at that drop. And then buyers just kind of said, nope, we're taking it back up. Does somebody have the connections to drop this thing? Who's got the connections? Who can make the phone call? Who's gonna make the call? Drop it. Oh, thank you. Who just made that call? I'm gonna put in $1 trillion short right now, don't worry. I appreciate it, thank you so much. This is what it's all about, looking out for each other. That'll definitely freaking... Elon is about to speak. Anybody, say something. Somebody with power, say something negative. Like, how many times are we gonna fail to go up before we just completely just drop to the downside? Like, how many times do we have to go up and try to go higher and higher until the buyers go, all right, we're not going up, and then they just give up? How many times? 3 times? This is their third attempt to take it higher, and they're failing. And then sellers stepping in aggressively again. Like, bruh, stop. We're at that 10:30 mark, too. Did you just place that short position? Ugh. I'm gonna be holding until New York PM. Man. Ugh. Why the chop? Like, I would have rather it just, like, stopped me out than chopped me like this. No, I wouldn't have. I don't think buyers have it in them. London lows. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for pre-market lows. I'm looking for the my TP is at pre-market lows, so woo! 25,740? I don't know. Ugh. If it starts getting above VWAP, it's not going to look good. Those bastards want to push it above VWAP. Trying to push it above VWAP here. Like, really, bruh? Really? Really? Ugh. Y'all just have to chill out with the longs. Oh, not looking good. We're pushing above VWAP. Not looking good. Now, last line of defense is this 200. If it does not reject off this 200, I'm going to get stopped out. Last line of defense. Let's push it back below VWAP. Oh, gosh. Come on, man. Why did I have to miss the first short position, bro? Why? Stupid freaking market, I swear. A tick freaking... and I would have got filled. Now I have to take a lower probability setup. Man, this is so annoying. God. Oh, man. I hate this freaking price action. Well, I had a perfect setup in the morning, and freaking market came a tick away from filling my short position and just dropped immediately to TP without filling me. So like, I had a really good setup, and now, like I said before taking this trade also, it's a lower probability setup, because in the second, at some point, it's going to bounce, right? And it's just like, if you don't catch the first break lower, and then you try to catch the second break lower, it's like, you know, we could get a bounce. But I see those pre-market lows down there kind of made me want to take this second break lower. If we would have taken out pre-market lows, I would have for sure not have taken this trade. But the fact that we haven't taken out pre-market lows yet, I figure price looks like it wants to go for those pre-market lows. We'll see if it does. But it's kind of hovering at VWAP. We got to get back below VWAP area. We're right at VWAP here. We got to get below VWAP and stop moving up. It's got to fail. I mean, typically you do see reversals at 10:30, so that's a possibility that we could get that reversal. Just trying to hold this as support now. Well, it is what it is. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Move on with your life. It's the freaking market. God. You freaking kidding me, bruh. No way it goes down. We'll see about that. We're above VWAP, so it does look like it's in bullish territory now, which is looking even worse for me in terms of a short. It's like, we got to get back below VWAP for me to get comfortable again. Looks like they want to keep pushing it higher. Freaking bastards. I wish I could slap a market maker in the face right now. Just joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm gonna get flagged by TikTok because TikTok's super sensitive. It's still above VWAP. We gotta get back below. We gotta break this structure to the downside. Buyers are really trying to keep this up. I don't know why they're so... They're trying hard to keep it above VWAP. Golly, this chop is so annoying. Really? You're gonna keep pushing it up, you bastards? Fudge. See, this is... I just need to stop taking these low-quality ass setups. Man. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get stopped out. We're holding view up. They keep pushing it up, making higher highs, so this is looking like I'm gonna get stopped out. This is not looking good for me. Stupid ass market. Like, it still pisses me off when I get a perfect setup and it goes a tick away from filling me and drops. And then I take a lower quality setup and it just goes to stop loss. And I'm like, freaking bastards. Stupid dumbass market. Does this stupid crap. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna get stopped out. It is what it is. So dumb. I mean, I knew it was a low quality setup because I said it could bounce. We've sold off so much. We're at a point, we're at a support level. I just thought it's gonna go to pre-market lows at least. I knew the bounce could happen. I knew it was a lower quality setup. That first rejection was a high quality rejection. The second one the more rejections you get when you go lower, like the first one's a high probability. Second one's lower probability because we could get bounced. And then if you have a third one, then it becomes even lower probability. Because at some point, you're going to get a bounce. So it's just like, you know it could happen. You know it's going to happen at some point. You just don't know. Yeah, I'm expecting it. It's happened to me. That's why I try to place my stops in areas above view up, above like, to prevent that kind of stuff from happening. But yeah, it's happened to me where you get stopped out and it immediately drops after you get stopped out. I feel like I'm a freaking trading $100 million position sizes where everybody's trying to freaking front run me. Stupid ass freaking. Ugh. Alright, there goes my stop. Fudge. Bastards. Why doesn't it ever like get close to my stop and dump? It does that so many times to my TP. Maybe this is the day where it does that. It wants to go up. Ugh. See, it would have been better to wait for that break above view op in the retest instead of touching that low probability setup down there. It would have been way better to wait for that push up for this retest. This is a perfect retest right here above VWAP. Alright, no more taking stupid-ass low-quality setups. The problem is when I don't take the low-quality setups, they work out perfectly. But when I do take them, they always get stopped out. Explain this phenomenon to me. It's so close to stopping me out. It's wild. Ugh. Dude, it's so close. Oh, man. It'd be so funny if this thing drops. I ain't betting on it. I'm not even like... It's done it so many times where it almost hit my TP and then ripped to the upside and stopped me out. It never does that with my stop losses, ever. So I ain't even betting on that happening. It would be awesome if it does happen, but... We're above VWAP at this point. I'm counting this as pretty much lost. We're above VWAP, so... Unless we stop drop... People know not to freaking... Unless we start dropping below VWAP, it's going to get me more excited, but... I'm counting this as a pretty much a goner. Oh my gosh, no way. No way. No way is today gonna be the day where... No way is today gonna be the day where it does it. Finally. Out of all my trading... I don't know, we'll see. It's still holding VWAP, so I'm not really getting my hopes up. This may be just taking out an internal low to go higher. If I see a displacement, it'll get me more excited. Break it, break it, break it, break it, break it. Oh, don't bounce it, break it. Yeah, I'm still holding. I literally look at my this line right here, that's my stop loss. Look how close it came to my stop loss. I mean, I had my stop loss in a good area. That's why I kind of had it at that area. See if it could break it. Ah. Come on, Trump. Say something bad. Use that mouth of yours to say something bad. Oh gosh, no. Don't do this. Come on, pre-market lows. Let's get it. Start freaking out the buyers. Let's go for those lows again. Imagine having the power to just being able to say a word and dropping this market completely to hell. All with one word. Yeah, we're also tapping into a resistance area. That's why we got that pullback. Man, they are trying to hold that view off for dear life, man. They're just keep bouncing it off that view op. They're trying with their freaking everything they got. They're trying to hold it. All right, starting to break view op. Going back down. What the hell happened? Just for once. All right, finally breaking view up. God, I hope I don't get stuck in chop again. Looking pretty good. We're back below view op, which is looking good. It's a good sign. But it's got to start displacing below. It's got to start really ripping lower, not popping back up. One lesson from this, I need to stop taking lower quality setups. Like, I need to just... Like, I do downsize, but I don't know if it's still worth taking them, even if you downsize. But then the days that I don't take them, they work perfectly. And I'm just like, man, I should have took that. So at the end of the day, all you could do is just trade your setup. I mean, if there's a setup, you take it. Please explain low quality setup. Well, all right. So we had initially, right? I was looking for this setup, right? This first break right here, when we broke this first time, that's a higher probability setup for a retest. I had my order in literally right at 630s, and market came like a tick away and dropped immediately to my take profit, which was the lows down here. That was a high quality setup. That first retest was a high quality setup. Now, once we went lower, 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 we broke the second time. This is, and I said before this trade, this is a lower quality setup. Why? Because this is the second break. Now we've dropped so much that we're probably going to get a bounce at some point. Either now or a little bit later or after pre-market lows. But the lower you go, the higher probability we're going to get a bounce at some point. So that's why I said this is a lower probability setup, because this is the second retest again. This one was the first one, which was good. See, immediately went to take profit quickly. This is the second one where you have more buyers trying to step in to defend, to try to buy up. So that's why it becomes lower probability. Because nothing goes down forever, right? Eventually, it's going to get to an area where buyers are going to start stepping in aggressively and trying to push it back up. So you got to think to yourself, is it worth taking the trade? I mean, if maybe you could take it on lower size. But the only reason also I took this lower probability setup was because we have pre-market lows down there. I figured it was going to, you know, at least go for those pre-market lows before going higher, but looks like that's the area where it decided to bounce. Those pre-market lows look pretty freaking juicy. But yeah, and that's how I view it for my setup. For other people are gonna have a different criteria of what low probability is, right? Somebody, like if they have 3 confluences and only 1 confluence is there, then that's considered maybe a low probability for someone else. Like, everyone has their own definition of low probability, just based on your data. Man, they are really trying to push this back up. Back above you up. So I'm not really getting my hopes up too much. This thing's gonna stop me out. I'd rather it just stop me out. It's 11 o'clock. I'd rather just move on with my day and come back tomorrow than freaking... Looking back now, what I should have done was... should have been the game plan. Not taking this low probability setup, waited for price to bounce up. This breakout right here was good. This breakout right here was good because we were above VWAP. So we pushed above VWAP, we retraced back into VWAP to go higher. That would have been another good setup that I should have taken instead of this low probability one. This was a pretty decent setup right here. You see how it broke out and then pulled back and then retested that high and then went higher, and then you kind of had your stops below the lows here, below these internal lows. And then you have your TP up here. That would have been a better setup. Well, yeah, never try. And I wasn't trying to catch a falling knot. I mean, I understood the risk of it being a lower probability setup. So, I understood the risk. But yeah, that idea where it's like, you know, where people try to catch a falling knife is where they're just like, they have no setup. They're kind of just like, or they miss their opportunity, and then they kind of like expect it to go forever, and then we're at the very bottom and you're trying to, you know, catch a trade. So technically, I mean, technically you could say I was trying to catch a falling knife. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. You know why? Because I was going with momentum. I was going in shorts. Catching a falling knife would be trying to catch longs when market is completely selling off and going lower and lower and lower and lower, and somebody's trying to take longs off of it. I was going with momentum. Alright, I need to send somebody money. Everybody wants money. Money, money, money. Give me a second. I gotta send this guy money. Market's trying to take my money. People trying to take my money. Everyone's trying to take my money. We're back above you up. At this point, it is what it is. You know. Come on. I don't know, my internet freaking... All right. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to... Nice. I can't look up and have good news. It's always bad news, huh? Alright, hurry up. Stop me out, you bastards. Pretty late to be in a trade. Yeah, I got chopped up. I've been in this trade for like 40 minutes already. Yeah, I'm like, at this point, I don't know at this point. I'm almost just expecting the loss. $7.55. I just don't want to get stuck in. I would honestly, man, I don't want to get stuck in chop. I gotta go. I got stuff to do today. These freaking market makers on the computers. I gotta go. I got work to do. Give me a second. Oh, this is a joke. This is a joke. This is some joke, right? Ha ha. At this point, I get up and leave. I think PS session will be bearish. I don't know. Yeah, I shouldn't have took that trade. I admit, I shouldn't have. I gotta stop taking lower. The first break is fine. The second break, don't do it. You're just like... at that point, I'm just taking a trade just to take a trade. When looking back, if I was just a little more patient, I could have taken this retest right here for higher because we broke above UOP. Then that was a good retest to go long. Instead of taking a stupid low quality setup and then sitting through it like a freaking idiot. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? This is why trading is hard, because you're your own worst enemy in trading. We do stupid crap, and then we look back and go, why did we do that? Dude, this is so crazy. Why is my stop loss so perfectly placed? As soon as they try to go lower, these buyers just step in immediately. Alright, now it looks like... yeah, there it goes. That's going to be the stop out. That's looking super bullish right there. God. At this point, I want it to stop me out at this point. I just need to get off the computer now. Just go ahead, stop me out, hurry up. Let's move on with our days. Let's move on with our lives. This is a joke, right? This is some cruel joke, right? This is some cruel joke. This is cruel and unusual punishment. It should be illegal. This is illegal. What they're doing is illegal. God, come on. Oh my gosh. Hurry up. Finally. Now, was that all necessary? You couldn't have just pushed up there, stopped me out immediately so I don't have to go through all this crap? No? Of course not. Of course they couldn't have done that. Oh my gosh. Finally, you freaking morons. Alright, I'm out. This is done. I'm done with this dumbass market. Alright, I'm out. Screw you, TikTok. Your live visibility has been restricted. Screw you, TikTok. What the hell did I say that my live got restricted? Huh? Freaking TikTok. They allow freaking almost corn on their app. But then you say one little thing and they're like, your live visibility has restricted. We allow underage girls to dance on our platform, but you can't say this word. Screw you guys. Alright, I'm out before I freaking start saying stuff that... Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Peace out.